Hello students, welcome to BTech 360. We will discuss about IIT Jammu now. We've been talking of a lot of IITs, NITs and IITs in terms of how to get into those things, what kind of rank gets you in what branch and which college out there, any of the IITs, NITs, and the kind of placement that you have, the kind of companies that come there for placement, the kind of salaries that you get and so on and so forth. In that process, we'll cover IIT Jammu also, and we'll discuss the branch-wise cutoffs, the branches that they offer, the kind of cutoff you need, the placements and the salary and the recruiters out there, right? Before I move any further, please subscribe to BTech 360 if you've not already done that. This will be a single point source of information for you to get into the best engineering college possible. The other thing is we also created a comprehensive guidebook of all the IITs and the branches that they offer. Each of the IITs offers the kind of cutoff you need at JEE Advanced level, at a category level, and the companies that come in for placement, the salaries that are offered and all. If you want that complete comprehensive guidebook, go to the link below, download it, register and download. It will be very, very important for you. Now moving ahead about IIT Jammu. This is one of the youngest institutions that you have, established in 2016, so just 10 years old. In my opinion, this is one of the youngest IITs that you have in the country. It's an INA, of course, spread over 400 acres. The ranking is, All India ranking is 56th best engineering college in the country. There are 849 students out here, of which 80% are boys and 20% are girls. And 97% of the students come from outside the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, IIT Jammu, what's a placement? This is what is given to the government of India on an affidavit, so I'll stick with that. 180 students were admitted. We always look at authentic data. So this, when you take the government of India data, which is submitted to the regulator, to the government, it is typically more authentic because it is signed and sealed by the chancellor or the director on an affidavit, which is where it is very important. Students 180 admitted, 178 graduated, of which 113 were placed, which is 71% placement rate. So 30% of the students of IIT Jammu are not placed. 19 students opted for higher studies is what they claim, right? This is always an open question mark because the placement is good. Typically, students do go for placement for BTech courses. I'm not saying this for pure sciences courses, typically for BTech courses, unless you have other plans, unless you don't have an attractive offer, you typically take the offer that comes in your hand, unless you also want to become an entrepreneur or join your family business. The other thing that is alarming here is the median salary, which was 16 lakhs, has come down to 11.69 lakh. This is very, very alarming. What it means is that your median salary has fallen down by close to about 35%. And that is very, very thing. You're actually seeing a drop of 35%. That's very, very dangerous, right? The other thing that you should know is, of course, which means that the placement percentage has fallen to 71%, 30% students are not placed. Even then, you actually have the placements median salary falling down by 35%. This is an alarming number for me. The other thing is, when you look at the branch-wise placements, for CS, the highest salary was 52 lakhs, the median was 15 lakhs, the average was 19 lakhs, but even at 9 lakhs, students were placed. For CS branch, I'm saying. For electronic engineering, 41.5 was highest, 9 was median salary, average 15. So now this is a big problem for me because typically average and median move in tandem with each other. But when you look at the lower salary, it's 5 lakh rupees. So you actually have an IITian being placed at 5 lakh rupees. At CIB, 41.5 is highest salary, 8.5 is the median salary, 12.5 is the average salary. 6 lakhs is the lowest salary. Mechanical, 44 highest salary, 11 is the median salary, average salary is 14.2, because whenever you have this kind of number, this average shoots up. But if you look at the lowest salary, it's 5 lakh rupees. So very clearly, this IIT is not delivering to many of the students, because remember, when you get into an IIT, you're talking about the top 1% of this nation, top 1% students. The top 1% engineers of this nation are likely to get 5 lakh rupees salary. It's a big question mark on many things. Now, what is the closing cutoff rank that you want? Remember I told you about top 1%? At 6651, your percentile is 99.4 percentile. Because 15 lakh students, this will be 0.04 percentile, right? So we're dealing with 99.6 percentile is what will get you a 6651 kind of a rank, 99.6 percentile. And so on and so forth. You also have the category ranks, of course, but still it would not be so low as what you're showing there, that at 5 lakh also you are actually going for placement, 6 lakh, which is average salary, right? But anyways, coming to it, if you're this category rank, we're dealing with category rank, right? Now, 6651 category rank for general category, you'll get BTech Computer Science in IIT Jammu. For EWS, it's 1015 category rank. For OBC NCL, it's 2736 category rank. For SC, 1630 category rank. And for SC, 771 category rank. For BTech Mathematics, 8559 general category, 1428 category rank for EWS, 3289 for OBC, 1908 for SC, 1179 for it. And by the way, remember, if I were to be in your place in this year, I'll choose mathematics, anything to do with mathematics, because in the age of AI, math will rule the roost. And to that extent, I presume that you will actually have maths really being more in demand course as compared to CS also, right? Now, BTech Electrical Engineering, 11399 for general category, EWS 1812, OBC NCL 4230, SC 2368 category rank, and 1058 for ST. For mechanical, 114,453, 2276, 5235 for OBC, 279 for SC, and 1222 for ST. All these are category ranks. Moving further, for engineering physics, 15,917 for general category. For chemical engineering, 16,284 for general category, 17,263 for civil engineering, and BTech materials engineering is 18,156. And you also have the category ranks for EWS, OBC, SC, and ST. Please take a snapshot of this, take a picture of this. It will at least tell you at what category rank you're likely to get into what branch in IIT Jammu. Now, what are the companies that come for placement? Amazon, Nvidia, Uber, American Express, Microsoft, HDFC Bank. So you actually have banks, you have big tech companies, you have FMCG companies, you have automobile companies like Maruti Suzuki, you have Paytm, MediaTek, Infosys, Publicis Sapient, TCS, ICICI Bank. So you actually have banks, investment banking companies, tech companies, trillion-dollar companies, and all those kind of things. And of course, you also have manufacturing companies and automotive companies and all. So you actually have all kinds of companies at this point in time going there for placement. So that's a good thing at this point, right? We also looked at how many students who studied at IIT Jammu are on LinkedIn, so that at least we know what are they doing currently having studied at IIT Jammu. We found 2,621 students who claim that they studied at IIT Jammu. 2,621 students on LinkedIn who claim that they studied at IIT Jammu. From there, when we look at data, about 12 students right now are working in Microsoft, 1 is working in Deloitte, 23 are working in ICICI Bank, 30 are working in Qualcomm. Remember, all these companies are also recruiting when you remember the companies that are read out. And at some point in time, 28 students worked at Microsoft, 6 worked at Deloitte, 36 worked in ICICI Bank, and 37 in Qualcomm. What happens is these people join these companies, and at some point in time they would have found a better offer and then moved on, which is what would have happened. But right now so many are working. We also looked at the Mang companies, the big companies, the trillion-dollar companies, and found that about 2 students who studied at IIT Jammu are right now working in Meta. In Apple, 2 are working, in Amazon, 21 are working, in Nvidia, 13 are working, and Google, 6 are working, which goes to big credit because these are all biggest companies around which give you big packages, and these students are working there. In fact, at some point in time, 4 worked in Meta, 4 worked in Apple, 77 worked in Amazon, 21 worked in Nvidia, and 29 worked in Google. If you remember, earlier when you looked at the companies' names, these companies also, we talked of how they're going for placement there also. So that's where the scale, the numbers you can see. Now we also looked at data of where they're currently positioned, where are they located. And when we looked at that data, 97% of the students who studied at IIT Jammu are in India. Remember, it's just a 10-year-old company, institution. So you will actually have to give it more time for the students to be all over the world. But 97% are right now in India, which means 3% are around the globe. Right, and 39 students of IIT Jammu are right now in USA. Balance, of course, are working in India, in JNK, UP, and all those things. You can look at that. We keep covering all the engineering colleges that you want. If you want me to cover an engineering college of your choice, write to me, and I'll be happy to cover that. I'll have my research team work on this and work on that. At this point in time, if you're not downloaded or if you're not subscribed to BTech 360, do that right now. It is important only for you. That's why I'm telling you this. Thank you so much. Namaste.